Well, hey, you viewers to play later, how we doing today? I know, we got another unboxing from the Army Painter. This one is another from their Kings of War series, and they call this one the Undead paint set. You get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 paints in here, which I think are really, really cool, especially when you break them down at your local gaming store per price point. This is a steal. Now, let's get the adulting out of the way, okay? Over on Amazon, as of filming this video on Wednesday, you can tell I'm up early with any caffeine, right? Wednesday, January 4th, 2023. It is currently $36.54. It says it is Prime 1 day eligible. So let's get into this thing. Now, if some of you caught the premiere episode of Across the Tabletop, you'll know this one showed up during filming, so I have yet to be able to break into it, but we're going to fix that right now. Come on. There we go. I always love new paint day. I do. I am such a geek for these things because, man, you can have the best miniatures in the world, but if you can't slap, some pretty good paint on there, it's kind of worthless. And I'll admit, in the beginning, I was skeptical of the Army Painter and what they had to offer. I was a die-hard, dyed-in-the-wool Games Workshop Citadel fan. That's it. That was the premier paint back in my day. Then I got into Vallejo Game Color, and I went, ooh, hey, there's other stuff out there. But all right. So you get, what do we got? Necrotic Flesh, Hardened Carapace, Deep Blue, Wolf Gray, which I have in Air, which I love for my Space Wolves, by the way, or my Trolls in Conquest Last Argument of Kings. Castle Gray, Dragon Red, Drake Tooth, Skeleton Bone, Dry Rust effects, which, I love. I've got to do a demo on how I do the rust with that dry rust. Oh, it's so awesome. And Brain Matter Beige. All right, so if you've ever gotten anything from Army Painter before, you usually get some free stuff. I love this thing. When I got my first one, it really sparked another interest to get back into fantasy miniatures. Seriously, the first miniature I touched up in a very, very long time was from Star Wars Armada when that Wave 1 Rapid Reinforcements came out, and you could put a Star Destroyer in your Grand Army of the Republic. No, wait a minute. Is it the Grand Army? Yeah, like the Jedi fleet, but still. So, this sparked my interest to really get back into other stuff and play on Tabletop. Those guys over there that do an amazing job really sparked my interest to get back into Warhammer 40k. I love how they do that. Missing anything, give them a call. Complete color line, plus stuff to do before you use. And, their catalog of stuff. They have some incredible... I'm blown away by the Army Painter. I really am. Alright, this is cool. Full-size bottles. Sometimes you get the little mini bottles. That's okay. Full-size bottles. No paintbrush, but that's alright, because most of the stuff I've ever gotten, stuff like this, has been a monster brush. So, I don't really have a base setup or anything, so sorry. Castle Gray. I like that deep gray. I already know what I'm going to be using that for. It is really, really going to come in handy, and I really wish they would preload the steel balls. It's going to save me a bit of a mess in a little bit, but still. Skeleton Bone. Well, it's been a while since Cameron did that, but still, like I was saying, it's going to make a great bridge between some Citadel colors and Army Painter. I like how I can mix and match some of those. It's cool. Skeleton Bone. Necrotic Flesh, for any of you guys out there doing the Death Guard, might be something cool for you. Neat little color. What do we have here? Ooh, Drake Tooth. I like that. I might have to do some of that more on my Uggers for Conquest Last Argument of Kings. Because I'm telling you, for itty-bitty small teeth, I'm really tired of like 9 or 10 highlights. I really, really am. Whew, Brain Matter Beige. I like that. They keep saying whack until you get to the gray. Whew. Alright, ooh, Hardened Carapace. That's a neat one. It's like that's 2. I think the camera knows it's coming to the end of its life and I'm going to blow it up. Deep Blue, really cool color, especially when I'm doing Uggers and Ice Jotnars. That's going to be a neat bridge color to get to that white. What do we have here? Wolf Gray. It seems a little darker or lighter than the air paints, but that's okay. I'll compare it in a little bit. Ooh, I love it. 100% color match to their primer. So that's always good. All kinds of reds are good. So Dragon Red. Reds are always good. Reds are awesome. I love this stuff. The dry effects, the rust. No ball in there. It is just... when you're doing things like Uggers, who are dumb in Conquest Last Argument of Kings, or Trolls, or like with my son with his orcs, something incredibly different. Just something to add that little bit of character and a little bit of flavor to that miniature. But yeah. So there's all 10 of them. Alright, sorry, it's just kind of like a quick unboxing. Would I recommend this kit to anybody? Yes. You get 9 quality paints and 1 effect paint for a very, very great price. The only thing I'm going to recommend to everybody is you go get the Army Painter steel balls, or you get like little balls, whatever. Pop the top, insert 2 of them, and that's really going to help with the agitation. Seriously, it is, getting those bouncing around in there. But it was funny, I've got 2 balls in a blue tone that seem to be stuck to the bottom of the container. Everything else moves except the blue tone where they're stuck to the bottom. Absolutely weird. But we are at the best part of the video for me. I want to know that's right, questions, comments, love, hatred, anger. Do you use the Army Painter paints? Would you recommend the Army Painter paints? Do you have a favorite one by them? Seriously, they just come up with some interesting things like hemp rope. I never had that way back in the day, so I had to mix and match a bunch of colors and blend things to get a rope thing and give it like, I can't remember if it was an umber wash, a brown wash, or a flesh wash to make it look like rope. With hemp rope, one easy, Agrak Search, you got a rope. Really cool. But now, if it made you laugh, made you cringe, made you cry, made you do any of that during this video, please hit that big old thumbs up. It's only going to show love and support for the channel, and that is always appreciated. Ooh, where'd it go? There we go, guys. My quick unboxing at the Army Painter Kings of War paint set, Undead paint set. Thank you so much for watching this one. I hope you're having a great one today, a safe one today, and I seriously hope to meet all of you one day across the tabletop.